But when it comes to design, that was the most interesting part in working on the all-new iMac. Because Apple's changed so much in the last few years. Our design just continues to leap ahead of anything that's been available in the industry, and we've learned how to do entirely new things. For example, the iPod. Never has a product been so beautiful and simple and live up to a dream of having all the music in the palm of your hand. So that really begs the question, what would the creators of the iPod do for their next computer? Well, I'd like to be the first to show you the all-new iMac. And that's what the new iMac looks like. Rather than just the display now floating in the air over your desk, the entire computer floats in the air on an aluminum foot over your desk. It all fits in there in the world's thinnest computer, desktop computer, less than 2 inches thin. So let me go a step further and be the first to introduce you in person to the all-new iMac. As you can see, it is the world's thinnest desktop computer, less than 2 inches thin, and everything fits together right behind the display. I think a lot of people are going to be asking, where did the computer go? It's around here somewhere, and I just can't find it. It's an amazing design. Just like the previous iMac, you can set your display anywhere you want, just as you want it to be. But it's all together in one simple package. All the I/O along the right-hand side together. So that's the new iMac. Let's take it down, and I'll tell everyone a little bit more about it. I know you missed it already. It'll be back at the end of the show. So the new iMac, here it is from the side. You see the slot load vertical super drive mounted right in the system, right by the display. Here it is from the front. Here it is with a keyboard and mouse. Just the simplest, most elegant design. Let's zoom in on that DVD drive area. There's the DVD coming out just where you'd want it. Let's see that again. It's so cool. So just where you expect the DVD to be. And inside the new iMac is an all-new design as well. It's a much faster system architecture. We get processors running up to 1.8 gigahertz on a PowerPC G5. A 600 megahertz system bus. That's dramatically faster than before. Memory, 400 megahertz DDR memory, expandable now up to 2 gigabytes of memory. Serial ATA drives, AGP8X graphics, so a much faster system architecture. All right, back to the design. You probably noticed I didn't see the speakers there. There were no speaker grills. Well, we've designed the speakers so they're mounted on the bottom and reflect off the desktop, bounce right back up to you, but sound the same as if they're pointed frontwards. Here it is from the side with a keyboard. One of the great things about this design with its small footprint is when you're not using a keyboard, it just slides right under the display on that stand. Here it is from the back. We like to joke that the back of our computer is more beautiful than the front of anyone else's computer. Plug-in power. And if you use the optional airport networking and optional Bluetooth wireless for your keyboard and mouse, that's all you need to plug in. That's it. One power cord and you're up and running doing everything you need to do on the internet with your wireless keyboard and mouse. It can be that simple if you choose it to be. Let's zoom in on the I/O. Again, it's all aligned, more accessible than it's ever been on any personal computer. And to walk down those I/O connectors, there's audio line in, headphone and now optical audio out, VGA composite and S-video out. Teachers love that feature. 3 USB ports, 2 FireWire ports, a modem, Ethernet, and the power button. Everything you need, nothing you don't need. And there are so many attentions to detail that you'll realize as you start to own and live and use the computer. For example, the power button is exactly opposite the sleep light on the front. So when it's asleep and if you want to reach the power button, you know exactly where it is. And it's the only thing that stands out on the back surface so you can feel it, and it's the one thing that's proud of the surface. Let's go back to the back again. We've also made it easy for our customers to access the insides of the iMac to upgrade memory or airport wireless. So you just unscrew 3 screws on the bottom, and then the back comes right off. Yeah. You're also the first to see the insides of the new iMac G5, and it's just as wondrous as the outside. There's the G5 module. As you know, it was quite an engineering feat to fit a G5 in here. Not only did we fit it in there and make it fast and cool, we also made it quiet. There's 3 computer-controlled fans that are managed by the system, and it's quieter than a whisper. We actually measured the volume in decibels of a whisper, and the iMac running is quieter than a whisper. You see the hard drive, it's the green area above the G5 module. The optical drive is on the other side. And here's where you add memory and airport. Let me highlight those for you. So it's very easy to add memory and airport and then screw it and put it right back together. So the new iMac is an incredible product, inside and out. But what's it like to own one? Well, what if you want to buy one? Well, we have a configuration that starts at $1299 US. That's for a 17-inch iMac. Yep. That's for a 17-inch iMac with a 1.6 gigahertz G5 chip, 256 megabytes of DDR400 memory, 80 gig serial ATA drive, a combo drive that's reading and write CDs as well as playing DVDs, and a GeForce FX 5200 Ultra graphics, $1,299 US. Again, compare that to the previous generation. The previous generation iMac with a 17-inch display started at $1,799. That's $500 cheaper, yet it's a better design and much faster system. So a real breakthrough in cost savings for our iMac customers. And if you want to just spend $200 more at $1,499, you now get a faster processor and a super drive. I think that's going to be an incredibly popular configuration. So that's the new iMac. For example, in France here in euros, that's $13.99 including value-added tax, $16.29 with that. So that's the new 17-inch iMac G5. But just so it won't be lonely, I'd also like to introduce the new 20-inch iMac G5. The same incredible design, the same computer all mounted together, floating in the air, but with a 20-inch display. That's got a resolution of 1680 by 1050, an incredible desktop environment. Here it is from the side. It's just 2.2 inches thin, amazingly thin, powerful desktop computer. Its configuration adds the 20-inch display and twice as big a hard drive at 160 gigabytes for $18.99 US. Again, compare that. Yep. Again, compare that to the current 20-inch iMac design, which is not as advanced, not as powerful, at $21.99. Again, big savings for our customers, so a much more affordable line. And in euros, that's $20.59, including value-added tax. So if you're like me, you're wondering, okay, when can I get one? We're going to begin shipping the new iMac in mid-September worldwide. So just a few more weeks, and the new iMac will start to become available and start to ship out to customers. Yes. Thank you.